What's up, everybody? Gary here from Crystal Vision Pools, hashtag Cvpoolpros, with another CV Pool School video tech tip. Okay, one of our regular viewers actually asked me a question about. He said all his chemistry is perfect. He's got chlorine, all that, but he's getting little algae spots here and there. And mostly it's in shaded areas in the pool, areas that don't get a lot of sun. I've seen them in both spots, but the most times I do see them is like behind ladders, around lights, usually on the bottom, where it doesn't get a lot of sun. Here's your fight for that. Two things. Number one, 60% algicide is all we use, okay? 60% algicide, you could do what's called a maintenance dosage. It'll tell you how much right on the side of the bottle per 10,000 gallons of water. Usually it's a little bleep, like an ounce, 2 ounces, whatever it is. Just read the back. It'll tell you, okay? Maintenance dosage of 60%, 60% algicide maintenance dosage. That's one way to keep it away. The other thing is, and this is something you should be doing whether you use algicide or not. You should be brushing the walls and the floor of the pool once a week. We do at just about every service. We brush the walls in the pool. Okay. Algae does not start green. It starts clear. A lot of your pools may have algae and you don't even know it. If you feel the walls or the floor and it's slimy, that's algae, most likely. Okay. I mean, it could be it could be suntan lotion sticking and stuff, but a lot of times it's algae. So algae does start clear. Okay. It takes on its pigment later, depending on what kind of algae it is, but it starts clear. So in order to try to keep the algae to a minimum, obviously your chlorine, maintenance dosages of 60% algicide, especially with as hot as it's been, and brush the pool. This little spots and stuff of algae are going to show up like behind the ladder. Behind the ladder, there may not be much you can do. I've seen algae behind ladders all summer long, and it doesn't grow. It doesn't go anywhere. It stays behind there because that's where it's shady. It's shady back there. Okay, that's more or less where algae likes to grow, is where it's shady. All right. So, but I just want to let everybody know that's how to battle that little bit of algae. Little tiny bit of algae is actually kind of common in a pool, especially that has crevices. A lot of above ground pools have a little bit of algae, like behind the ladders, because they're not set into the pool. You put them in, and you can't get behind them. So some of them get algae behind the ladder or on the ladder, inside in the back. Not a whole lot you're going to do about that, unless you take the ladder out every every week or so and scrub everything down, put it back in. But just know that it's not uncommon to have little algae spots here and there. Green algae. Okay, black algae is a whole other story. But we're talking about regular green algae. One thing I will tell you about algae, green algae, when you brush green algae, it gets it unstuck from the walls. The algae lives and breeds off the walls. So once you get it stuck, or once you get it unstuck and you get it suspended, it will die. Especially if your chlorine's good and you have a little bit of algicide in there. Really, you don't even need the algicide. The chlorine will kill it, especially, if it's in smaller amounts. The chlorine will kill it. Okay? Anyway, that's really all I wanted to know. I wanted to let you guys know. I wanted to answer that question in a pool school video. If you have questions or you have concerns or you just need some information, don't hesitate to contact us. cvpoolpros@gmail.com or 610-780-3614. Texting is always best. If you do have to call, please make sure you leave a voicemail or you will not get a call back. Have a good day. Have a good evening. Everybody be safe, and we will talk to y'all soon. All right?